G'day everybody, OzmanKollects63 here, and this is something brand new, something I want to try for myself. This is Relax and Read, where we basically just chill out and just read a comic book. Just because I haven't seen a lot of people do something like this. So I've seen a lot of people do market watches and see what's going on Twitter, but not many people are reading comic books. So I thought let's just kick back, put on some relaxing music, and I got my trusty Spider-Man glass here. Look at that, mint, with a nice glass of Pepsi Max. Because for those who don't know me, I'm not a drinker. I used to be a heavy drinker, but unfortunately, due to health preferences and not feeling like crap the next day, I decided to make a switch, and right now benefiting it very well. So anyway, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I've only got about half an hour to play with. It's 8 o'clock at night here in the UK, in Bristol. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So if you're liking this comment, if you're liking this material, sorry, chuck us a comment, chuck us a like, chuck us a subscribe. This is brought to you by the VeVe Collective. So basically, we're a collectors group. So we just want to do a form of safe space for everyone to share their love in digital collecting and Marvel and fandom and all things geek, really. And yeah, so also, if you don't know who I am, I'm Osman Collects. I do a Twitter Spaces every Wednesday with Dino, me via the VeVe, VeVe Wednesdays, and I also do VeVe Weekends, which is also on Sundays. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Give us a follow on Twitter if you haven't done so already, and let's get into this. So, cheers everybody! Saturday weekend. Let's get into it. So let's bring up my trusty screen here. Hopefully I don't stuff this up. Like I say, this is live. It's the first time I've been doing anything like this, so anything can happen. So that's it. So this is what we're going to be reading. We're going to be reading Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 64. So there we go. Oh, okay. Private chat, comments. Just want to see if anyone's posting any comments at the moment. We've got three viewers. So thanks, 3 viewers, for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy it. And anyway, enough rambling for me. Let's get into it. So let's start with some tunes. Yeah, that's nice. Feeling that. All right, let's bring it up. So hopefully I'm coming through all right. So let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay, or if you can't hear me okay, or if it's all good. All right, let's get into it. So, like I said, we have the Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 64. This is the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. And this is coming out of my own collection. That's what I want. So, it is written by Bill Mantello, and the artist is Ed Hannigan. And also, we have the VeVe Rare and Ultra Rare covers by Nicoletta Boldaria, which is one of my favorite artists. So yeah, anyway, enough rambling for me. Let's get into it. So this is 25 pages long. So I've got about half an hour, so we'll see what we can get through. So yeah, just kick back and let's get into it. Very nice cover. The Spider-Man on the front. Cloak and Dagger. There's a big old cloak there, and dagger. There we go. Let's make a small adjustment here so I can see what's going on. There we go, that's better. Right, now we're going. Alright, that's about as far in zoom as I can get it. So hopefully that's okay and everyone can see it. Spider-Man Cloak and Dagger. Dagger. quiet night. Help, for the love of heaven, help me. It was a quiet night. Please help me. There behind the pigeon coop, terror in his voice. Could it be an act? It's like someone's in trouble. Look at that. What seems to be the trouble? So you came to help me, Spider-Man. Some random bloke hiding behind the chicken coop. Or pigeon coop. I knew what it was doing wrong, but the money was too good, and so I took it. Took it for what? Like everything else. The drugs! Don't do drugs, everyone. Unless it's happiness, plenty of that. So this boy used to be a pharmacist conducting experiments. Yeah, like that ain't original. Oh no, it's them. They found me. They're here. Who could it possibly be? We have come for you, Simon Marshall. Cloak and Dagger. You have so much to pay for. Anyone like me, they just sort of make up their own voices for these characters. Like he seems like a sort of dark, brooding voice, and she seems like a light, fun one. Being Cloak and Dagger, light and dark, yin and yang, etc., etc. Girl all in white, more beautiful than anyone I've ever seen, and a guy as black as night, with a voice as cold as ice. So there you go, I was pretty right with the voice. Away, gotta get away, says the pharmacist. We don't interview Spider-Man. I'm sure I'll be freeze of face, but I don't. He has a go for him. He's going to get him, but no, straight into the darkness. I don't get it. There's enough space in this cape to lose a city block. It's freezing, and here in the darkness, it's somehow muttering my spidey senses. Oh no, he's got no spidey senses. He's bunkered now. All right. So my three viewers, thanks for viewing. So if you want to chuck a comment up on the screen, say feel free to. Let me know if everything's coming through nice and clear. I appreciate all feedback. Oh, he's trying to make a run for it. Your next step, Simon Marshall, will be your last. Your eyes flash fire. What are you going to do to me? What do you think he's going to do? He's going to give you a hug? No. Use the powers you gave me to end your life. So obviously he's the guy behind their creation. Sorry for what I've done. Sorry. Do you think remorse could possibly mean anything now? Daggers of light fly from the woman's fingertips. If you like the narration, say let me know. If you don't, if you want me to shut up and just chill with the music, it's cool too. I'm just enjoying the vibe. Passing through her victim's clothes and flesh, they melt into his bloodstream, causing a biophysical shock reaction against which there is no defense. So she basically shocked him to the core. Ooh. Okay, cool. I was just describing what is happening in the panels as you go forward. Folks, and also a lot of choose to listen to YouTube in the background rather than watch the screen. Good tip. Good tip. Okay. It's just describing what's happening in the panels as you go for, folks, and also a lot more people choose to listen to YouTube in the background rather than watching the screen. Very, very good feedback, Will. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. I said it's all experimental. Maybe I should just read. Maybe I'll put on my best reading voice. And then crash. Meanwhile, across the rooftop, I knew it. I knew if I followed about long enough to connect with something solid, like your chin, Shadow Man. Oh no, lying there across the roof, unmoving, lifeless. It's the guy who begged me to save him and take him to the DA. He's dead. You killed him. Yes, that is what we came here to do, says Cloak. Alright, this is what's happening now. Frantically, futilely, Spider-Man checks Dagger's victim for signs of life. So he's checking for signs of life and he finds none. So the pharmacist is dead. Dagger's shocked him and knocked him out and he's gone. He's cactus. What'd you do to him? His blood's frozen in his veins. He deserved no better, said Cloak. His punishment fit for his crime, said Dagger. So who nominated you to Supreme Court, lady? All right, the guy was a criminal who confessed as much, but even criminals have rights. So Spider-Man getting all high and mighty. Even in his eyes of Cloak and Dagger, then maybe you'll better get your contacts checked. I don't believe in Dagger invading me again. But she's still a killer and I can't let look the other ways. So Spider-Man saying Dagger murdered him with his dreaded daggers of light. Now she's sending them after me. Well, like little heat-seeking missiles. So Spidey's making a dash for it. He's running across the rooftops. He's running for his life. But the fallen pharmacist was doomed from the start. He possessed neither the spider-like speed nor the agility. Spider-Man is the best. Alright, we've still got Spider-Man running for his life now. Spider-Man's making a run for it. Dagger's Dirks? That's not which one. His beams of light. Let's go with that. They possess a mind of their own. Maybe Dagger's mentally controlling them. I know they can pass through flesh. So like little light heat-seeking missiles. Gonna try and take Spider-Man out. But what about an aluminium water tower? 2 down, 2 more to go. As long as I can keep objects between me and the daggers. Uh-oh, it's Cloak. Where the blaze did you come from? Out of the shadows, says Cloak. Your cape enveloped me, muting my spider senses. So Cloak's trying to wrap him up again. But I've already proven that you can't hold me like this forever. So Cloak's got his cloak around Spider-Man. He's trying to get him. For the shimmering shafts of daggers to find their mark. It's cold. What's happening to me, says Spider-Man. He's been hit. He's down. So every organ in his body shudders with the upheaval from aching. Arachnid rises from the roof to see. Cloak and Dagger. Can't let them get away, says Spider-Man. Gotta stop them. You are an admirable opponent, Spider-Man. It is a pity that we had to meet as enemies, says Cloak. Farewell, I hope your pain does not last long, says Dagger. Cloak enveloped Dagger in his cape and woof, they've vanished, they're gone. Alright, we're at page 9. I think at the rate we're going to have enough time for one comic book, but this is a little bit of a trial run, so if you like it, great. I'll keep doing them. If not, well, I'll probably keep doing them anyway, because it's fun. Hope everyone's having a good weekend, by the way. Our weekend hasn't been too bad so far. Right, back to it. Spider-Man's on the ground, he's in pain, still shaking off Dagger's hits. Suddenly, the screaming of a siren and the squeal of tires on the street far below intrude upon Spider-Man's agony. And then, oh look, we got the cops. The cops have just turned up to see Spider-Man on the roof. So Frank looks across the roof. It's Spider-Man. Looks like he's in a bad way, says Frank. Yeah, but the stiff line near him looks worse, says the other copper. Neighbors reported a disturbance, but here they didn't say anything about murder. I'm taking you into custody. You have the right to remain silent, says the man in blue. He's saying that Spider-Man, not the dead guy. Dead guy ain't going nowhere. And a woman. He looks like he's been freeze-dried from the inside out. Hey, this is Simon Marshall. There's an APB out on him, says one of the cops. APB means all points bulletin, in case you don't know, said they're in little words. Marshall, the drug runner. Oh, the drug runner. We've been looking for him for months, ever since this moment. I don't know where you. Oh, yeah. So this copper don't know whether to take him in or take him to diner. He's done half his job for him. Oh, Spider-Man's not looking too good. He's just fallen off the side of the building, saying, "See you later, guys. I hope we get better." Still feeling the hits from these light daggers. Before the astonished police officers can stop him, Spider-Man dives deeper into darkness, and then, crikey, he's gone. We had Spider-Man dead to rights, and we let him get away. Don't worry, the chief's going to give us a medal for hauling in Marshall. I don't know if Spider-Man scarpered that dope dealer or not. But if he did the city a service. Oh, so they're quite happy he's gone. It's not very good copley form, is it? I hope the wall crawler makes it home okay. Funny how he vanished like that. But yeah, he vanished. He's hiding in a window, look. Any other time, the wondrous wall crawler would stay to bask in his unsolicited testimonial from New York's finest and to eavesdrop on the officers to learn more about the mysterious murder of Mr. Marshall, the pharmacist. Know more about him, I think. Alright, so Spider-Man's trying to get back home to recuperate because he's buggered. He's taking hits and he's time to heal. This knife is just too sick. But this knife is just too to sling a web too weak to swing from the rooftop to dazzle to do anything but cling unseen between the cars or early morning subway carrying him home, where he collapses into a deep, dreamless sleep. So he made it home and he's resting. So good on you, Spider-Man. Rest up, mate. Late in the afternoon, the police knew all about the Simon Marshall's drug running activities, and the Bugle keeps an open file case on it. Ooh, what happened to my music? Let's put that one on. There we go. If anyone can find a thread in Marshall's death that might lead me to Cloak and Dagger, it's Mac Stennett, the paper's chief researcher. Hopefully I said that right. So Pakistan, they were trying to dig around more about the pharmacist. So at the Daily Bugle, talking to the chief researcher, saying, "I want to know more about this pharmacist. What's going on with him?" Let's turn that back down just a tad. That one's a bit loud. Oh no, that's alright. So it's basically saying these are Marshall was an ex-pharmacist heavy with illegal drugs. Parker's asking, so what was it dealing? Amphetamines, tranquilizers, methadone, none of the above? Then what? What was he dealing in? Over to the next page, page 11. Stuff you and I have never heard of. Drugs so new that they ain't even listed in the latest medical journal. Oh yeah, experimental drugs. Nothing new there. It's always the experimental stuff. Like this. So we're experimenting right now. Simon Marshall was a noted pharmaceutical chemist for the mob. An informant tipped the police to him earlier this year. He was based on Ellis Island and the police launched a midnight raid. Of course they did. You know about Ellis Island? It used to be the first stop for immigrants trying to come to America. It was called the Golden Door by the ones who passed the medical inspection. The others, the ones who sent back to tyranny of poverty, call it, oh god, it's in Spanish, I can't read it. Losida de la Creme, the Island of Terrors. So if anyone out there speaks Spanish, and if I translated that really badly, I do apologize. The Isle of Tears, whatever that is in Spanish. The kids the cops found that night were beyond tears. They'd been dead for less than half hour. The city medical examiner decided in his autopsy report. So they've been dead for half an hour. That's not very good. All of them have been used as test subjects for the new drugs Simon Marshall and developed for the mob in the search for the expensive addictions to peddle on the streets. I think I know where this is going. All right, we're back to the research. That was our little bit of backstory there. So this pharmacist dealing in dodgy drugs and trying to see what was most addictive on the streets, obviously to get people addicted on it so they can sell it. Right. So Peter's talking to the research fellow now. But who are these kids? Where'd they take Marshall's dope if they knew? They didn't know they were runaway kids who stepped on a rainbow in Kansas to find an Oz. Somebody told them they existed in New York. Yep. So someone made them a promise saying, come test our dodgy drugs and we'll give you a better life. And obviously you see what happened. The mob met them at the Port Authority bus terminal with promises on... Bob met them at the Port Authority bus terminal with promises of food, clothing, shelter, and hustled them to Ellis Island before they even set foot on the Yellow Brick Road. Was that your interest in all this, Parker? I don't know yet, Mac. Chalk it up to curiosity. So obviously Spider-Man's going to check out Ellis Island now, see what's cracking down there. Got a pair of killers named Cloak and Dagger. Did the mob hire them to kill Simon and Marshall before the blabbed about their employers? Or is there more to that pain than I can even begin to guess? Oh yeah, I sense an emotional backstory coming. So Spider-Man's back in his red and blues and he's swinging past the Statue of Liberty here off to Ellis Island to see what's going on. But then I want boys. Look at this. So this is a special ferry that carries sightseers that doesn't run after dark. So he's constructed himself a glider out of webbing and he's gliding over to Ellis Island. It's kind of cool. This web glider will transport me over the waves. Not bad. I thought to do this more often. Out of the city where the air on it's not quite so bad. Mac told Peter Parker to find the aunt in this hospital left. It's the old Arse ferry. All right, so Spider-Man's landed on Ellis Island. He's going to have a look around, getting a bit of a flashback. So there's an old ferry that used to carry people. There's the old Ellis Island ferry sunk in the slip since the island shut down in 1957, and the Great Hall on its right. So we're going for a little walk down memory lane here with Spider-Man. Entering the crumbling air of it. Entering, Spider-Man feels a chill up his spine. It is not his spider sense at work, but his imagination. Below him seems to be a parade of ghosts. Ghosts of the countless millions crowded through the golden doors which they pray would lead them to a better life in America. He can almost hear the clamor of their voices. A babble of Irish, Italian, Middle Eastern, Slavic, all different tongues of the world. The sense the contempt of immigration racial towards their mess. Yeah, right. So basically just imagining everybody coming in looking for a new life, and some get it, some don't. All right. Then ghosts. Ghosts, don't scream. No. Oh, he's heard some screaming. Something's going on. They came from across the island from the old hospital building. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a spider's web. Inside the old hospital building, light snaps go on. Oh, so the lights are on. Someone's home. Ghosts certainly don't need illumination. That could be Cloak and Dagger. I better make sure I'm ready for trouble. Ha! He's got a Spider-Man utility belt. How cool is that? Nimble fingers extract fresh web fluid cartridges from his ever-ready web belt and insert them into his Spider-Man amazing web shooters. Everything clicks and I'm set. Look at that, he's got spare web fluid on the go. Good on you, Spider-Man. Alright, page 15. And so it seems a Cloak and Dagger. In with your fellow scum murderer, says Cloak. You can't do this to me. Where am I? What do you want? I was minding my own business, running streets down Delancey Street when your chick iced me. Who are you? So basically, who are you? Why have you kidnapped me? Don't hurt me, etc., etc. Are you sure you don't know us, Joey? Or I never laid eyes on you in my life. Forget it, Joey. They know everything. You know what? Don't try and pin on me. Forget Joey. They can't be the 2 kids. The kids are all dead. Oh no, now he knows who they are. So you kids are dead. You're supposed to be dead. It's like, nope. We're back for vengeance. They got Marshall, Joey. They knew all the names, all of our hangouts. Sure. Once we came here and battled off our heads off, we never thought any of them would remain alive to remember. But Dagger and I survived, said Cloak. Please let us go. We'll see that the DAs will turn ourselves in. There was a time when we pleaded to be let out, to be allowed to return to our families and our homes, says Dagger. Alright, so it sounds like these guys tortured them, and that's why they got their powers, because they took all the experimental stuff. What was your answer? Leave when we let you leave, punk. When you're done, when you're done. Not before. You ready yet, Marshall? I'm ready. Roll up his sleeves and pin his arms. We don't want to have him repeat this. Okay. So they forced him onto the operating table, inject him with the funny stuff. And now we've got Dagger who can shoot lights from her fingers, and Dagger seeking missiles, and we've got Cloak who can basically engulf everything in his big cloak. Goes to show, kids, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs or you might get superpowers. At least think you do. Anyway, he rolls up his sleeves and pin his arms. We don't want to have a repeat of this. Drugs are getting expensive to import. Payoffs are eating into our profits. But if the stuff I've concocted works, the mob is going to find itself in possession of a brand new, homemade, totally synthetic addiction that's going to wipe all the other junks off the streets. Once hooked, the kids will eat the stuff up like sugar. And we, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be rich and very rich. So, yep, trying to make it super addictive so they can sell it on the streets. Classic. Not that it mattered in the end. We were all thrown in the same dark room for observation, says Dagger. In with the other punks. Help me, I'm sick, I'm dying. I thought then that I was dying and that was wrong. I lived. So basically chucked them both in dark rooms to see what the funny stuff was going to do to them. But obviously they survived. The others were less fortunate, perhaps more fortunate. The kids are dropping like flies. The drug is killing them all off. 2 of them are missing dog. They have crawled away. They won't last long. The dog's in their system. So you blew a dog. It's a bust. You want to assess that we wash our hands of this operation and cut our losses and chill. Yeah, right. So Cloak and Dagger got away with the funny stuff in their systems. Now they've got superpowers. Everyone else cacked it. And now the other guy here is saying, let's wash our hands, walk away. It's like nothing ever happened. Yet the police will learn nothing from their corpses. So Simon Marshall was right about the speed in which the drugs dealt death to most of the children. Most of all, but not all. We've got to stay and try and get help. The others are beyond help. We're the only ones who made it. We're alive because something in our... So they're alive because something in our body chemistry made us different from the others, and Simon Marshall drug interacted with that difference to turn us into Cloak and Dagger. Our body chemistry had something different in it that made us react to the drug better. That sounds like a certain someone else I can think of. Wink wink, Captain America. But then suddenly Spider-Man comes crashing into the room after their big story. Why didn't you tell me? It's Spider-Man. Instead of fighting you, I would have helped you bring them vermin to justice. So yeah, Spider-Man's just saying, why don't you just tell me and I would have helped you? Not just like, shoot me with your light beams and fry me. Dick move, Dagger. I understand now why you killed Marshall, and so you bring in the DA once you bring in these stooges. It's not just justice we want, Spider-Man, it's vengeance. These men must die for their crimes, says Dagger. No, they'll only make you criminals like them, says Spider-Man. So basically saying, don't be like them, be better. Be the bigger person. Don't seek vengeance. You could pull a Punisher and say, seek punishment. Anyway, I'm not getting through them. They're so bent on avenging their friends who died. Dagger's trying to drive me towards Cloak. Wrap you up in his... Alright, so Dagger's trying to drive him towards Cloak so Cloak can suck him up, but I don't think it's going to work this time. He's clued on a bit. Glass shards all around me should be sliced through the rooftops. That's what it was never... Cloak, you're a teleport, aren't you? That's how you managed to avoid me so well. You can somehow distort space and distort your enemies by enveloping them in that cape, and then Dagger finishes the job. Don't worry, we've had the board ain't killing no one tonight. I just got free in time. Oh no! While Dagger's been occupied with trying to take on Spider-Man, so someone's come around the back and clocked her in the head. So she's out. She's down on the ground. Don't move, hero. It's the same silver of glass that sliced my ropes can end this babe's life. Oh no, he's got a bit of shard around Dagger's throat here. So what's he gonna do? Oh, close she's up. Let's go. Stay back, you. But basically, stay back, or we'll cut her throat. No, they're gone, but they won't get far. They will not get far. Oh, he's teleported again. Cloak's off. He's gonna go save Dagger. Unseen Cloak goes on ahead, extends his powers of development. What happened? I can't see a boss anything. It's like watering through ink. Even the moonlight through the window seems a million miles away. So Cloak basically just took all the light out of the room, made everything dark, and everyone's like, what the hell's going on? This is your boyfriend's handiwork, isn't it? He's coming after us. That's right, is only slowing us down. We can slow Cloak down by letting him a corpse to cry over. Oh no, they're gonna try and slow him down by taking off Dagger's head. But she's a hero, so that ain't gonna happen. Suddenly, sorry gents, this lady's already too pale to be bled further by leeches like you. It's Spider-Man, he's found us. Run, forget the babe. Yes. I was doing my best Cloak voice. Yes, run straight into my angry arms. It's Cloak, he's here. He's making it get darker. There's no light anywhere. I can't see. I'm afraid of the dark. Help me, mummy. There will never again be lights for the likes of you. No, he's going to kill us for what we've done to him. For what we've Marshalls did to the kids. We almost got his girlfriend. We'll never see. But then look up ahead, something shining like a star. It's light. Not even Cloak keep the dark side forever. Once to breach the light, we'll be free. Sneaky. So they've got pitch black and there's run towards the spotlight. But that spotlight turns out to be an open window and they run straight to their deaths. Bum. It's a window, he says. Crash! We fall to the ground and that's it. Game over for them. Sorry, guys. We're 5 stories up. There's no way anyone could survive a fall from that height. And Cloak says, they sought the light. I let them find it. Once you call, justice has been done, Spider-Man. Now no one lives to tell the tale. Except you, says Dagger. So what happens now, says Spider-Man? Nothing. Our work is over for now. Cloak envelops Dagger within the cape and they vanish. Many moments Spider-Man stares into the dark. He's confused, puzzled, and a little more frightened. Tonight he will sleep with the lights on. And that's the end of the story, ladies and gentlemen. Follow the... So next issue, according to this, he's going to take on Doc Ock, but I haven't got that one. So yeah, that's the end of it. So basically, Spider-Man went to go rescue a pharmacist. That pharmacist turns out to be dealing in dodgy pharmaceuticals, as always, and Cloak and Dagger were the product of that. They chased after him. Dagger managed to ice him, and then had to go at Spider-Man, but he shrugged it off. And we learned that Ellis Island was where they were doing experiments on runaway kids who were looking to seek for a better life. And they basically shot up Cloak and Dagger with some funny juice, and out of all the kids that they tested on, they were the only ones survived. Go figure. And yeah, they tried to exact their revenge, but obviously Spider-Man intervened. But Cloak got the upper hand and basically made them all run out of a window to their deaths. And then basically said, now we've got our justice, and buggered off. And Spider-Man's like, well, now what? And yeah, that's basically the end of the story. So I said I was only going to make this go for about half an hour because I only had half an hour because I've got life, things to do. But yeah, that was the end of it. So what I'm going to do is I'll close this window now because that's basically the... There we go, that's better. I'll get rid of that window. If I do that, that makes my face big again. There we go. So yeah, that was Relax and Read. Well, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much and you enjoyed it. I went for good nearly 40 minutes. That was a bit longer than I thought. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. But yeah, this is Relax and Read, brought to you by the VeVe Collective. If you enjoyed it, so leave us a like, leave it a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you want to keep hearing my awesome voice, check out VeVe Wednesdays and VeVe Weekends on the Twitter Spaces. You could follow me on Twitter, so OzmanKollects63. Oh, we've got double quill with the V. I'm hoping that's for the V for VeVe. So VeVe. And for those who don't know, the V, most people think it stands for VeVe, but it actually stands for value, because that's what we really value is everybody who's part of WebV. All looking to build a better space and all help each other just enjoy this crazy journey, which is VeVe and collectibles. And for anybody who's tuning in for the first time, so this is one of the digital comics from VeVe, which is a digital comics digital collectibles platform. So check it out. I might even chuck a link in the description below. But yeah, anyway, that's me. I'm going to sign her off now. Again, this is me, OzmanKollects63. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I might do some more in the future when I got some time. All right, take care, everybody, and have a good one.